Blake Lively has had several awkward or dismissive interview moments where she appeared uninterested, sarcastic, or deflective. From shutting down journalists' questions to abruptly changing topics, these instances have made headlines. Whether due to exhaustion or intentional avoidance, her responses have left interviewers and fans puzzled. Blake Lively's red carpet interview turned awkward as she got distracted by Ryan Reynolds getting wet, abruptly switched topics to her hair care brand, and dismissed the conversation by mentioning exhaustion, making the exchange feel disorganized.
Britney's Versace dress, 2002, the butterfly dress, and this dress meant so much to me. Oh my God, my husband's getting soaking wet in the rain. It meant so much to me.
I feel like you poured a lot into this movie, but then you turned around and you were just as supportive of Ryan. Yeah. What is it like to...
And my hair care company, Blake Brown, my goodness gracious. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy week. I haven't slept in like a lot of time.
Blake Lively playfully challenged the interviewer to remove his shirt, referencing a scene from her movie. The light-hearted exchange turned awkward as the journalist considered it, making the moment feel unexpected and uncomfortable.
I want your Bob Ross shirt. Take it off. Ah, I'm challenging you.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
I'll do it.
No way. He's taking your shirt. See, I take my shirt off in this movie and my shorts, so it's only fair. This is the best thing that happened.
I'm also not in that great a shape. All right, so Blake, you give me...
When asked how fans should approach her about the movie's themes, Blake jokingly suggested location sharing. While meant as humor, her sarcastic tone made the exchange feel dismissive and awkward.
Every day, you can't always tell people you love their movies, but I love this one, so seriously, thank you for taking the time.
Oh man, thanks.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm going to jump into this, and Blake, I'm going to start with you. Most of us, if we're lucky enough to run into a celebrity in public, we only have a few moments to maybe speak with you guys. But for people who see this movie, who relate to the topics of this movie on a deeply personal level, they're really going to want to talk to you. This movie is going to affect people, and they're going to want to tell you about their lives. So if someone understands the themes of this movie, comes across you in public, and they want to really talk to you, what's the best way for them to be able to talk to you about this? How would you recommend they go about it?
Like asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share. Or I could just location share you and then we could...
Blake discussed wardrobe choices, but when the interviewer joked about her still dressing like her character, she sarcastically mentioned method acting. While she explained her styling decisions, some felt her tone seemed dismissive.
The wardrobe really stands out to me as well. What was the decision behind just some of the clothes? Because there was so much character. I mean, it's funny, actually, you're still dressed like Atlas, I feel like.
Yeah.
He hasn't left the role since.
I mean, it's really hard to let go of.
Method acting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, your clothes are pretty cool.
Yeah. I am wearing his clothes in the movie, or your clothes.
The jacket.
Yeah, I'm wearing your Carhartt jacket, which is, I think, so sweet. Yeah, I mean, for me, wardrobe is the way that I enter a character. If I feel like I'm dressed different than me, or that I'm expressing myself through wardrobe, because it's the way I express myself, or who I want to sort of project. So I felt like, you know, Lily's wardrobe was really, really important to me, that it was like, it was both utility and then fabulous glam. It was masculine and feminine. It was old and new, and it was all the things that she is. She's contradictions, but also you see how they make sense together, and she's trying to reconcile her past while, you know, making way for her future. And I think that you see all of that storytelling in her wardrobe, and also to have, you gotta really...
Blake joked about refusing to act with a monkey, confusing the interviewer. Her sudden clarification made the conversation feel awkward and off track.
Savannah.
It was another promise was no pet monkey. Chuck has a matching pet monkey with coordinating outfits, and I was like, I would love to be part of the show, but I can't act with a monkey. And then I got a few of them.
She got a few of them.
Come on, it was a joke. Lord have mercy.
That was a lot of information about cages, and I'm sorry, I was still thrown off by that
He
stuff.
was like, wow.
Who else didn't want to act in a cage?
Well, some of them started.
a cage.
Yeah.
In this interview, the journalist complimented Blake Lively's jacket, joking that it resembled her character's style. Blake responded playfully, but seemed slightly dismissive. making the conversation feel a bit awkward.
I love the jacket throughout as well, which you're kind of sporting now, which is
Oh my gosh,
amazing.
that is so true. That's why I'm so starstruck today.
Because I look like Alex.
There was a line.
No,
There was
it's
a
like
line.
just like Alex and Lily.
It is.
Like if they had a baby, it would be. Oh my god.
Lively reacted to a mention of her husband, Ryan Reynolds, with noticeable discomfort when body language was brought up, making the moment feel tense and awkward.
Well, I met Blake. I worked with her husband Ryan several years ago, so I met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And you know, and thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah. We got the body language experts analyzing this right now. How quickly do you...
Don't touch me.
Blake quickly interrupted when asked about being an intimacy coordinator, firmly clarifying that professionals handled it. Her sharp correction made the moment slightly tense.
Talk to me about how sometimes you were even the intimacy coordinator in some of those sexier scenes. Like we saw you.
That shouldn't be happening, by the way. I just want to be clear that you should not be the intimacy coordinator. You should definitely hire intimacy coordinators, which we did have. Well, thank goodness.
You were teaching Justin how to pull you in.
Where have you
love
seen
that.
this?
Blake misunderstood a Lord of the Rings reference and dismissed it with, "I don't know, Lord of the Rings." Her uninterested tone made the moment feel awkward.
Lord of the Rings, I think you're a little more hardcore in that realm, right? Lord of the Rings.
I don't know Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Nothing to apologize for.
She wins.
Star Wars?
Wait, but by the way, you've been like, oh, I think you're the bigger Potter fan. I think you're the bigger Disney fan.
Oh.
I think you're the bigger. So like, what? What about me over here?
Lively joked about forming a sisterhood of the traveling contempt for Gossip Girl, making a sarcastic remark about the show's drama. Her tone seemed dismissive, making the moment feel slightly awkward.
That's when Miss Ferreira and I forged our own sisterhood of the traveling contempt for Gossip Girl.
If you haven't seen Gossip Girl, just about everything has happened. Unbelievable. No, you'd be surprised how much hasn't happened. You know, at the end of the first season, I was like, okay, well, what happens now? But we have a few more characters already in the beginning of the first season that come in and mess up our lives even more. We start in the Hamptons, which is a staple of New York socialites that you haven't yet seen. And, you know, we all kind of dated each other, so we have to date more people or each other's parents. And
During this interview, Blake Lively was congratulated on her baby bump. But the conversation turned awkward when the interviewer made a remark about her two nice ones.
Little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
What about my bump?
You've got two nice ones.
And they are kind of bumps, aren't they?
No, not bumps. The lovely lady lumps. Check it out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are
you
you
like the movie? Are you a Woody Allen fan?
I love most of his movies, and this one was so visually amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Did you guys love wearing those kind of clothes that you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, working in digital.
Everyone wants to talk about the clothes, but I wonder if they would ask the men about the clothes.
I would.
I love Jesse's suits and how
that's what I'm saying. His wardrobe was beautiful.
I know,
Corey's
everybody.
wardrobe was
I know.
gorgeous.
He's
Those
so
high-waisted pants.
He's so great.
I wish men
And
wore
sorry,
high-waisted
too.
pants
I
like that
know.
still.
Me
Or
too.
the father with his tank top in
Oh,
bed.
it's so
Just
good.
it's just like
Did you
that.
catch
You could
the,
feel
the
it.
tablecloth on the light in the Italian restaurant when they eat spaghetti?
I didn't
and
notice that. No.
There's
Yeah,
so
I feel
much
like-
warmth of everything, you know.
Yeah, it's not just the women that have the clothes.
But
I feel like the women
Vittorio-
get the conversation, but